Hi there, my name's Sue Taylor and I'm the owner of a small business called Just Fur that sells real fur fashion garments at a fraction of the cost of high street boutiques. I'm also studying a Masters in Digital Marketing, and as part of this Masters I need to complete a website. With the fur business that I have, I had already got a website up and running last year because it was something that I was interested in learning digital marketing before I actually signed on to the course. So I did the website to try and teach myself. So instead of making a website, I've chosen to make a blog for the purpose of the study. First of all, we had to look at a marketing analysis and find out where does this business or your idea fit within the market? Is there a need for it? So I used a SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. It's an analytical framework that can help your company face its greatest challenges and find its most promising new markets. This method was created in the 1960s by business gurus Edmund P. Learned, C. Roland Christensen, Kenneth Andrews and William D. Book in their book Business Policy Texts and Cases. Strengths I found for Just Fur: tapping into a niche market with not too much competition. Fur has made a massive comeback, both real and faux, according to stylecaster Ellen Vogue. Weaknesses: real fur fashion is very controversial and therefore relates only to a very niche market. Opportunity: an opportunity as there isn't too much competition, and also that it is a growing market. Fur dominated the London Fashion Week this year. This quote was taken in 2014, but I know from looking at Google Trends and reading other articles that there has been another increase in the market. Only 58% of 18 to 24-year-olds in a poll believed it wrong to use fur. So perhaps it's a generational thing, and perhaps a new generation that are creeping up do like fur, and so they're starting to buy it. And threats: real fur may be banned. Also, I'd like to look at the marketing mix. I know I'm going to create a blog. I know I've already got a website. I've also got Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and very recently Google+. So taking the marketing mix and applying it to find out where I should go from here with these platforms that I've got, and using the blog. So there's the original traditional marketing mix by McCarthy: price, product, promotion and place. But we also now have the digital marketing mix, because marketing has changed so much over the last 10 years. It really has all went digital, and this is just a small example of how all the old models are now being changed to be able to support the digital area of marketing. Within the digital marketing mix, not every area applies to Just Fur at this precise moment in time. The 5 areas that I have chosen to look at is web design or blog design, search engine optimization, content marketing and social media. Web design: the structure and justification. I chose Blogger because Blogger is a Google template. The digital marketing master's course that I'm currently studying is backed by Google, and so it's really important that I understand Google's methods. Also, Google are the top players really in the digital world, so understanding their system is probably the best way to go. And I know from my lecturer that Blogger, opposed to WordPress and Wix, is one of the more tricky templates to use. And so I always feel that if you use something that's a bit more difficult, you have some problems, you're going to learn more. And therefore, if I have to do WordPress or Wix in the future, then hopefully it's going to be slightly easier, or easier for me to understand by using Blogger in the initial stages. So I've already got a website, Twitter, Instagram and Google Plus recently, and so I'm going to use this blog as a promotional tool to showcase all these other platforms that I've already created, and I'm going to really work on content to make sure that we're getting a good search engine optimization, and therefore people are being pulled to the blog, and from that they're able to access all the other platforms, and in particular the website, because that's where the e-commerce is. And obviously the key point is to get people to purchase products. I chose a life and fashion blogger free template. It really fitted with what I needed to do. There are all the social media platforms there in the website that I used HTML codes to embed into the blog. If you click on these, it takes you directly to each page, whichever you choose. The life and fashion blogger was great for that. There's not loads of content and there's no e-commerce on it. Sorry, not loads of content. There's not loads of garments listed like you would find in a website, and so it is being used to talk and engage with potential customers, talk in detail about different products, what's happening at Just For, and use quality content with trending words, which we'll get into. Kotler says a key challenge in designing a site that is both attractive and interesting enough to encourage repeat visits, and so that was at the foremost of my goal in setting this up. Here's just a quick explanation about the website, because obviously it has been created previously, but I just want to talk quickly about it. Last year I set up the website. You can see the 4 girls here. These are friends of friends who modelled for me. I had a friend who's studying photography and a friend who's also studying beauty and makeup. So she came along, did all the girls' makeup. She worked alongside the photographer to pick outfits. The models then had different outfit changes, and all the photographs were taken. They're really great images and I'm able to use them now. Here's a video which was taken at my home. And so this is when it was all going on. So much fun. That's my living room, my projector. And also on the bottom, the icons, Instagram, Twitter. And so this page shows everything that is already in place. Website, the blog address, and the 3 social media platforms. I don't have Google Plus on here at the moment. It is one that I'm working on and it is one that's available. So if we break it down into the digital marketing mix, we've already covered the web design. Now we're going to look at the analysis of chosen search engine optimization strategies. Search engine optimization strategies can be really deep, depending how far down you get into it. I am on the top layer at the moment, and therefore I'm using things like Twitter Happening, where I can go on there and find out what the key words are for today, what the key hashtags are. Then I'm trying to use them in content so that I'm getting more presence in the web. Social media strategies. Sorry, actually, can I go back to search engine optimization? So trending words, I'm using Twitter Happening. I'm also using Google Trends, and later I really want to work in Google keywords. Social media strategies. I've created a standard operating procedure that I need to use myself to ensure that I'm posting 4 times a week. I'm doing it at the correct times. I'm recording the post reach and also the post engagement so that I know what my target market like best. I'm also using quality images and content. So the quality images, I've already got a full bank of them that I had taken last year. I'm also going to add to that this month. And the content, I'm trying to work on that as well to find out what people like. And I'm using my blog analytics and my Google Analytics to find out what works best. Which then Tanya Burr and Zoella got together to be in the front cover of Dare magazine, which is absolute genius on Dare magazine's behalf. Tanya Burr and Zoella are the top vloggers and bloggers in the UK, and the share that this magazine's going to get just from using them or even their names is, massive. And so that's how it works. I'd also like to add in here that I've actually messaged Tanya Barr to see if she'd be interested in wearing one of the fur products or even writing a review on it. She hasn't got back to me. It's a very controversial subject, so I'm not sure she would want to put herself out there. But I did this to show that I understand affiliate marketing. Other things that we can use to find good content are things like BBC Trending, Storyful Viral. They show stories that are top for that particular day. It doesn't apply to me, but again, I just wanted to show what is out there and that I'm aware of this. I also would like to do pay-per-click campaigns in the future. I ran one last year, and come closer to Christmas, I'll start to do this, so probably mid-November. I'll really concentrate on words like top Christmas gifts for women, Christmas presents, winter wear, warm winter coat, and I love doing that as well. It's a great experiment to see what works and what doesn't work. Content and media requirements. Content is king, as Bill Gates says in 1996. And so really, I'm taking all of this and trying to teach myself the best way to do things. Here's an example of how I've put that into practice across my social media strategies and affiliations. So as you can see, the Just For Facebook page here has 540 likes. I know that's not massive. I'm an admin for some other Facebook pages that have over 5,000 likes. But for me, having 540 quality people who are genuinely interested in this is more important, and it's really difficult to find these people. So 540 is a good number for me, and obviously I'd like to grow that. But even when I do Facebook paid ads, I need to know that I'm on the other side of my Pages app to ensure that nobody's putting bad comments up, which does happen. It happens a lot. Bad pictures, because it's fur, people are against it, and I don't want to offend anybody. So I need to know that if I'm reaching out to people that haven't came to me organically, that they are the right people, and I'm able to block them so as not to offend them or damage the image of my brand. The second image here, the one in the middle, is reached 769 people. It's so cute. It's a picture of a mini me or a mum and me, which is a trending thing. It's where you dress your kid up the same as yourself. And so the reach for that was really good. And so I know that my market like things like that. The third picture, I want to show affiliation and also trending words. So on this particular day, I looked up Twitter happening. I saw that Thursday Thoughts had over 12,000 people following it. And so I applied this to Just Fur. I put up a picture of a really bright scarf and said thoughts in this colour. Suburban Salon, which is a local business also, similar market to mine, commented, love it, hashtag Thursday Thoughts. And so here I'm able to get the audience of Suburban Salon as well as my own. So further analysis, we've now covered the marketing mix, and we now want to look at further analysis, looking at Google Analytics, social media feedback, data analysis, and room for improvement. So Google Analytics, I'm using the Just For blog to analyse these statistics. Google Analytics is absolutely amazing. It's also a minefield, and you really need to firstly figure out what's suitable for you to be looking at and not get lost in it. I'm interested in engagement. So here it shows that I had 565 views, but nobody's spending a long time when they're on there. That shows me that I need to increase engagement and give more interesting content that's going to make people stay and read that content. I'm also interested in new versus returning customers or potential customers. It shows here that out of the total amount, I have 33 repeat customers, which isn't a huge amount, but it is good to know that people are coming back to see what's happening. I can look and find out whereabouts these potential customers are coming from, and most of them are from the UK, but it's really interesting to know that there's even people in the Netherlands, South Africa, and Turkey going on to have a look at my blog. Interests I find interesting. It kind of shows who your target market are and what their other likes are. And from this, I can see news junkies, travel, hotels, accommodation, arts, entertainment, celebrities, and entertainment news. And that shows that the target market for me are very much a lifestyle type market who are fashion and lifestyle, which also suits the blogger template that I used. Demographics is super important. You can see that 84% of the target audience are female, and they are mostly within the age range of 25 to 44. And so I think that my product fits well within this. I've also set up some goals, and the goals are to get people onto other platforms from the blog: Facebook, website, Instagram, and Twitter. And you can see here that I've completed 8 goals getting people to the website, which is the key thing. Obviously, this number should increase over time. I want it to increase and I'll work on that. But I do want them to go to the website so they can see prices and make purchases. Here's some of the blogger stats. I can see that most people are coming to the blog from Facebook. It says here that I have 1,309 views, which isn't on par with what Google says, but that could be down to the time it took for me to put the tracking code into my blog, which relays back to the Google Analytics. I can also look and see that the highest post engagement was a ladies' lunch. I hold an event every year, and it's a charity event where friends come and showcase their products, and I also have a stall there selling just for items. From this post, I was able to embed loads of different links from all the different companies that are coming. So again, affiliation. Scentsy Candles is one of them, Clinetics Medispa, and Forever Living. These are pretty big names, and so perhaps that is what got me the most post engagement. Looking at social media, again, the same page, 540 likes just for Facebook. We've discussed that. The mini me, and also you can see the ladies' lunch here. I'm able to share that also on the Facebook page under the events section, which gets good engagement. Other social media platforms, I have Google Plus with 1 follower. Thanks, Theo. I'm really going to work on that. I've got the Twitter account where I've only got 24 following and 8 followers. Again, something else that I'm working on, and I'm especially concentrating on Twitter for affiliation. And here, Instagram, I have 281 followers and 227 following. That is pretty good, and I think that it also shows that Facebook and Instagram, along with the website and blog, are the best platforms for. However, it is important to have Google Plus and to have Twitter to show that you do have more friends, I think Google likes to look at it as, and that you're popular, and so you're going to be higher up on search engine optimization. So that draws us to the conclusion. Future developments, I'd like to continue to work in labels, Google Analytics, Webmaster, Search Console, Google AdWords and keywords to increase search engine optimization. Create quality content more often using trending words and keywords. Use the content along with social media management apps such as Hootsuite to ensure all platforms are being attended to and maintained. This is something that I have downloaded and I'll be doing probably today or tomorrow. Expansion. I have no plans for expansion, however, if new platforms arise, I'll assess their relevance against my target market. If compatible, I will work with new platforms. And modifications. Modifications are going to just be continual from now on in. With digital marketing, everything's changing every minute, every second, every day, and so it is really important to ensure that you are continually using ongoing development. in learning every day, which is the magical thing about it. Thanks very much for listening to my presentation, and I hope you go on and have a wee look at the website and the blog. It's www.just-fur.co.uk or www.justfurblog@blogspot.com. Thank you.